Hey golf people, we are back out on course, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty foggy out here. It's gonna be tough to see the ball flight early in the morning out here. February in Florida, often very foggy in this part of the world. But enough about the weather, guys. The clubs are the main attraction today, and I've got some beauties. Ones that a lot of you have been asking me to check out. They were sold out for the longest time. Then it was only heads that they had, so I ended up putting together my own set of clubs from the heads. These are the Takomo 101Ts. Yeah! What a value these clubs are. You can get a set of these things for around about $500, guys. And that is one serious value, let me tell you. We're gonna put them to the test here on course as I walk you through the features of these clubs as well as what I'm seeing out there. My over-under is plus or minus 2. That way we know if these clubs can really perform for me. Let's go find out. So guys, as we're walking up to our ball here, let's talk about the setup of these clubs. I've got 4-through pitching wedge. I had been playing the 101s. These are the 101Ts. And that means you're gonna get a slightly smaller head out of it, a slightly thinner top line and address, a slightly thinner heel. The 101s are a little bit wider than these 101Ts. Just a great looking club. A lot of forgiveness and distance inside. Now these clubs aren't going to be quite as strong as the 101s either. They're about 2 degrees difference throughout the set. Luckily, I've been getting my swing speed up, so I don't think it's going to hurt us distance-wise. Now, I've got a great lie here just in the left rough. I'm going to go 5-iron, just get us into position. That's right down the middle, and I actually hit that a little bit thin, which I often do first shot in the morning. Shot again highlights the forgiveness of these clubs. You still get decent distance. There's not a massive distance penalty. I think they're just as forgiving as the 101s. Well guys, we've got 75 yards. We're in perfect position, staring right down at it. Really nothing in our way. I think I did. That's right at it. Be the number. Sit. Oh, it was long. First birdie opportunity of the day. Hopefully it's the first of many. I've got 18 feet downhill, a little right to left. Pretty good roll, settle. Ooh, I had to give it a chance. All right, a little longer than I wanted for par, but we'll take it. On to the next one. All right, guys, well, after a little bit of an errant drive here, I've got an interesting shot in front of me. I've got trees blocking my look at the pin here. I've got 115. I'm going to try to get this up in the air, and even with a pitching wedge, which is kind of hard to do, try to fade it a little bit. This is the difference that I'm hoping I see out of these clubs from the 101s, is these have just a little bit more workability to them, because this is the shot where I'm going to need to shape it just a little bit. But first I got to get it over that tree, which I did, and it's fading. And it looks like we're gonna be middle of the green if it's the right distance. I can't see in the fog, but it was a pretty good shot. We are, guys, we're on the green, right there in the middle. We've got another similar distance putt to last hole. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, another long par putt after a good crack at birdie. I guess these greens are faster than I thought. That was uphill too. Pulled it. I pulled it. That was a bad putt, guys. Well, it puts us behind the 8-ball though, and it means these clubs are really going to have to perform, guys. Raise your hand if you've never 3-putted from 18 feet. Yeah, I didn't think so. Happens to the best of us, but I happen to be a mere mortal just like you. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you want to see more reviews from a mere mortal out here on course as we talk through what we see. Guys, tee boxes are up on this very narrow hole, which gives me the opportunity to pull out this 4-iron. And we're gonna get a little shot data here from my Garmin G80. There is a link down below if you want to check this device out. Boys, that is extremely high. That's dead center. I'm gonna be interested to see how far that thing went. Club head speed 87, ball speed 126, smash 1.45. The estimated carry there 186. We'll see where it ended up. Guys, these things feel so good when hit well. That felt like as good as any blade I've ever played. The club feels like an extension of you when you hit it right. That's what that felt like. All right, guys, 192 as you saw there. I'm gonna go 5-iron here. I've got about 175. Well, it got up in the air great, but I push it off to the right. We're in the bunker. Plenty of green to work with though. It's gotta go. And it looks like a bogey. As I said before, these things are really gonna be put to the test here. All right, guys, par 4 of another very tough hole here. Well, guys, just a little further and I would have been in a world of trouble, but I'm actually okay. Didn't get down this hill, and we have a decent lie here in the rough again. I've got 147 to the flagstick now. The problem is the flagstick is right in front. I'd rather be a little long. So I'm actually gonna go 7-iron, about my 155 to 160 club with this set. Oh, it's right at it. Is it gonna be enough? Yeah, we didn't get that bounce forward because this is uphill, but we're just off the green. Very easy little chip here, hopefully. Bite. I put it right through the break as I have all day. Boy, oh boy. All right, guys, 171. I'm going 6-iron here. I would have gone 7-iron with the 101s, but these 101 tees, we need a little extra. Good looking ball. We got another birdie putt. Now, guys, probably didn't see it from the camera, but I was able to see when that ball hit, I hit it a little left of my target. But when it hit, it stopped. Normally that would roll out and it would have been over the green. But that's the benefit of these 101 tees with a little bit more spin, gonna give you a little bit higher trajectory and a little bit more stopping power. All right, guys, birdie cam is back on. Well, I finally got the speed right. That's a win at least. That's the easiest par I've had all day. We are going to need better than pars here if we're going to pass the test here with these clubs. We need at least one birdie. Of course, we're going to the hardest hole on this side, at least on the scorecard. This is the #1 hole. If I can get a good drive on the right-hand side of the fairway though, I might have like an 8-iron in my hand. It may not be that difficult. Let's see. We need a birdie though. Now, lucky for me, the tee boxes are really up. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. Well, guys, the ship has kind of sailed on me playing it safe. I've got to get real aggressive here. I've got 129, 9-iron in my hand. Let's see if we can get her tight. That looks pretty good. It's good for distance, yes. Settle. Okay, hey, we got another birdie putt. It's honestly not the clubs letting me down. It's the putting and short game today, which is kind of rare and out of the ordinary for me, I gotta say. Usually that's kind of what saves me. Right now, it's the irons that are putting me in the spots to score well. I've just got to convert. Again, nice distance control there. That's what a better player is looking for out of these clubs. All right, guys, this is by far my best crack at birdie all day. I've got 8 feet here, I think. 8 feet, 9 max. Just a little right to left. I've finally got the speed down. No excuses here. Put it where I wanted it. Yes. All right, guys, we're back on the bubble, back to +2. We've got some easier holes in front of us for the next couple holes, though. I think we can even go lower. Let's try it. Uh-oh. Well, guys, if golf was easy, it wouldn't be fun, would it? We've blocked ourselves out to the right. This is going to be a very tough spot to be in all of a sudden. Just got to do the best we can do. We got to make par. All right, guys, here we are. Now, I've got a decision to make. I've got 138. Pin is in the front. There's bunkers front right and front left, so we got to be careful of that. That branch right there is just in the way of me hitting the club I want to hit, which is an 8-iron. So I could go low through this gap. That's one way to play it, or I just have to take it up over this tree, again with a bit of a fade. That's what I'm gonna opt for. I'm gonna go 8-iron again. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. And it's pretty darn good. Is it enough? Yes, it is. It bounced right in front on the fringe, took one hop, we got another birdie putt. That strike came off perfectly, but it wasn't perfectly hit. I hit it here, a little toe side and a little bit low. Still got the bend I needed. We got a great chance at birdie. That's when the equipment pulls you out of the fire, guys. That is what impresses me most about these clubs, is being a player's iron, getting the workability, getting the trajectory, getting the spin. I'm still able to get the forgiveness. It's really the best of both worlds. I didn't deserve to have the putt at birdie that I'm gonna have, but I'll take it. And we're even past the hole here a good way. I'd say I hit that 144. Did get a nice bounce forward. 22 feet for birdie here. Downhill, left to right. Turn, turn, turn. Ugh. I don't know if you saw, I adjusted my line right at the last second. My original line was probably right, but we'll take a par after that drive, that pitiful drive. We're going to a short par 3. We got 135. I've got a 9-iron in my hand. I would love to knock one tight. Oh, it's a good strike. I don't think it's in the hole, guys, but it ain't far from it. We're gonna have another crack at birdie here so you can get a sense of stopping power of these clubs. Again, 9-iron. This is my 9-iron. Here's where it landed. It rolled out 3 feet to here. We've got 15 feet for birdie. Come on, hit it. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. I did not want this much coming back for par. I've done this to myself all day, it seems. Whew. Okay, guys, we are on the button. We're +2. We've got one hole to play. It's a par 5. The third shot will be over water to an island green. Let's see what we can do. The price of these clubs, just so hard to beat. More than half the price of comparable clubs. I'd put this in the range of a tailor-made P770. The 101 being more like the P790, this one being a little bit smaller, more like the P770. Those clubs considerably more expensive. And I don't think you're going to see much more of a performance benefit than you're getting out of these ones. This is about as good as they get in terms of performance, and the price, yeah, just absolutely amazing. Now, we talk a lot about the positives of these clubs. There are a couple negatives, and let's get into that. First off, you can't try them. These aren't in any big box stores. You can't just walk in and demo these clubs. That makes it a little bit more difficult. You've got to rely on reviews from people like me and others here on YouTube. But for the most part, at least the reviews I've seen, they've all been glowing. So sometimes you just got to take a chance, but that's definitely a negative. Second negative is you're not going to have these clubs immediately. They ship from Asia. American companies generally have them warehoused and maybe even assembled here in the United States. These are being manufactured and assembled in Asia and shipping from Asia. It's going to take you a little longer to get these things. And sometimes they're sold out. That's why I had to go heads only myself. I'm happy I did because I was able to really customize them to my liking, but definitely is the drawback of speed of these things. Well, guys, I'm gonna hit my drive here and then we're gonna talk about who I think these golf clubs are best suited for, which handicap range. Oh, guys, I caught the bunker. That's not where we wanna be. This second shot on a par 5 is such an important shot. It's one that oftentimes I let my concentration go a little bit. I shouldn't, because just like a setter in volleyball has to put it in the position for the kill, I've got to get this in position, the perfect spot to give myself a chance at birdie. Tough lie here too. Now we're out. And we're in the right spot. All right, let's talk about who these clubs are for. So these clubs, the 101Ts, honestly fill pretty much the same category. There's at least a lot of overlap as the 101s do. I would say these clubs are good anywhere from a 5 handicap to a 15. Now, if you need the distance, and oftentimes you guys from 10 on up need that up to 20-ish. That's where I'd recommend the 101s for you at this stage. But could a 20 use these? Again, if you had the right distance and stuff, absolutely. If you're looking to improve your ball striking, sometimes it's better to play a more player's iron. This is actually a great stepping stone from a game improvement club to a real player's blade. So if you are maybe in your first, second year of golf, you're already real athletic, and you think you can step up, this could be a great club for that as well. All right, guys, well, we're staring right down at this thing. I'm gonna have a little wedge in my hand. Let's see if we can knock it tight and end it strong. These irons have performed as good as any I've played all year. Let's see if we can finish strong now. Now we've got 76 yards, would be my 58-degree wedge, but I can't end it like that. I've got a pitching wedge in my hand, the lowest Takomo 101T in my bag right now. Let's see if we can control the distance. Settle. That's real good, guys. Twice today I've hit clubs I probably shouldn't have. 4-iron off the tee, that one probably cost me a stroke in the end. This one worked out a whole lot better though, guys. I'm loving what I see. These irons are definitely staying in my bag for a little while. It's gonna be tough to take them out actually, especially since they're customized for me. And if you missed that video where I customized my irons, check that one out right here. Now let's see if we can make a birdie putt and finish the day +1. Otherwise, +2, we got ourselves a win. All right, guys, we have 6 feet here. Talk about distance control. It's perfectly pin high. Perfectly pin high. This one's gonna move just a little left to right, but I'm not giving it much. Actually, it may move a little right to left now that I'm stepping up to it. We're gonna go dead center. Come on. Oh, I burned that edge. Well, guys, +2 is still a win. Still a win. If I could putt, easily would have been even par today. But I enjoyed it so much. Now, if you are a 10+ handicap, I highly recommend you check out this video where I took a look at the takomo 101s. You're gonna like those as well. I'll catch you back here on another edition of Let's Play